Welcome back, Kuma Crew, to Chaos! I don't really have a name for this section just yet, but I do like to play some really chaotic games on stream, and I love finding them on Keymailer. So to go well with my cozy corner, I guess I have a Chaos carousel? We'll go round and round and never get off this crazy carousel of... Okay, I'm not creative, okay? I just looked up words that would work and I kind of like the imagery. Let's not talk about it. Today, thanks to super rare originals on Keymailer, we'll be looking at Grandma Gnome, a chaotic little task-driven action game where you play a farting granny babysitting her grandkid. Just up my alley. We start off just like any other day, answering the phone to our son who is taking the missus out for a day at the beach.
The wife and I are going to a nude beach for the weekend, so you gotta watch our baby.
Our usual sitter died. She was murdered.
Yeah, real tragic. I'm not super comfortable leaving the baby with you, Mom, but look, we got no choice. And also, we're here.
So of course, they just throw the baby at us. Because why not? Literally throw a baby at us. You'll first want to figure out what buttons do what, and let me tell you, we have some good ones here, guys. For a start, there is a dedicated fart button. This actually does change, but we'll talk about why later. We also have a dedicated death button, I guess? Possum button, maybe. There's just a button that makes you fall to the ground. I don't know why we needed it. I never really used it other than to make terrible jokes about being dead, but we have it. So we're old, we fart, and we can die on command. Got it. To start the game, you go up to the baby gate and pick from 3 locations: the garden, the kitchen, and the lounge. Each area has a set number of tasks. Some of them are there to progress the story at large, some are just side quests you unlock, and others are just even more random and usually have to do with characters you meet around the maps. Yes, you'll meet people, we'll get to that later too. Gameplay is simple enough. You pick things up, they tend to do the interacting for you. I went to the garden first, for example, and picking up the watering can will have it squirt water everywhere. Picking up the ketchup has it squirt ketchup everywhere. If you press up on the sticks, you can eat food in your hands, no matter what kind of food it might be. It gives you all the chances in the world to be as chaotic or as neutral as you want to be. All the time you have the baby just sat somewhere on the map watching you. You can give the baby things to throw around, but that's all the baby will do. He does cry in the lounge when you set things on fire, but overall, the baby doesn't really play a big part in this game. Quests come in all shapes and sizes, and are basically there to cause as much chaos as you can. The main tasks are just household chores, as you can imagine, but then you have things like destroying all the shelves in the kitchen, knocking everything off the walls in the lounge, or blowing up the flamingos in the garden. It is the right sort of silliness without asking too much of you. Your tasks are intermingled with minigames. The minigames are fantastic because they are usually full of a lot of old school humor, but they also look like something old school as well, straight out of Ren and Stimpy or Cow and Chicken. The old wrinkled hand as you clean the dishes or the washing, it is also well done. It also gives you a break from the running around the map, which I really like. I love these chaos games, but sometimes when they break away to do something a little different, it really helps pace the game out better. One of the best side quests though, is you going inside your neighbor's mouth. Yeah, it really is that weird. See, he was peeping on us. Why he was peeping on us? Apparently for a pie.
Oh, that smell, jeez. Oh, it's too good. I'm feeling a little weak.
Just when you give him the pie, he chokes on it. So of course you go inside of him to unstick the pie. The entire time you traverse his insides, you have this narrator go on and on and on like David Attenborough.
The grandma has made the decision to enter her neighbor's mouth in a brave attempt to dislodge the pie that is stuck deep within his esophagus.
It is so silly, but so smart at the same time. The neighbor is one of many guests you'll meet. You get about 2 per map, so a total of 6, though I guess it is really 7 or maybe a couple more, because the bird and the dogs do kind of count in the lounge and in the garden. And they open their own small quest trees as well. You'll find possums and raccoons in the garden at war with each other and end up battling to the death. This slime is just also in the kitchen, whilst the lounge has a dust bunny who looks amazing. Like seriously, this guy looks almost claymation. And then there's a gaming wizard and these birds in the library. Doing their quests, and indeed doing any side quest, will reward you with a bunch of outfits to fit Granny up in some interesting designs. This is where the fart button can and will change. For example, the bird suit doesn't fart, it pukes up worms. And whilst technically I guess you do fart in the Cult of the Lamb outfit, you just kinda explode. The best bit is it works in cutscenes as well. I accidentally farted in a cutscene whilst wearing the Cult of a Lamb outfit and blew up. It was fantastic. I was impressed. It was impressive. Honestly, there's some really nice outfits in there. A nice variety that pays tribute to various pop culture moments. Granny has a lot of looks, and she wears them all well. If you want to change outfit, she has a closet, I guess, in the hallway that you can pop back to at any point. You are never stuck in a level till you complete it. You just go back to the baby gate and either move to another level or back to the hub in the hallway. Very simple. When all is said and done and you're done with the game, you can return your grandchild to your son? Yeah, sure. Let's not ask questions. It isn't a long game. I didn't 100% it as the kitchen gave me some troubles, but it took about 2 and a bit hours to see all there is to see. I'm kinda sad it was as short as it is. I feel more rooms could have been added, a bedroom and a bathroom would have been great fun. For what it is, I guess 2 and a bit hours is perfect. Maybe if there were more rooms, then it would have felt like it was dragging. As I said, I didn't really like the kitchen much and the lounge was just fine. So maybe seeing I did do the garden, kitchen, and lounge in that order, it seems my steam was running out the longer I played it, so maybe it was a good thing there weren't more rooms. Grandma No is the perfect balance, I guess, of chaos, keeping you busy, letting you roam free, silly stories, and even sillier characters. The granny is silent, she never talks, which again adds to the fun when characters are trying to converse with her. But she does manage to say enough in simple fart, you never need to hear more than that. I guess the disclaimer is that if you haven't guessed, the game can be a little on the gross side. Again, think Ren and Stimpy, Cow and Chicken, those kind of 90s cartoons. Not only does she fart, but she will throw up as well if she eats something nasty like ants or cockroaches, and the dog does do a massive poo in front of you, which makes you throw up on the poor little doggo, or poor Chad doggo, I should say. Again, I do think it does it well though. I'm not good with certain bodily fluids. Hell, I'm not even that good sometimes with farting. But I think everything is done in such a silly cartoonish way that it just makes you laugh and never really feels super gross. Yes, the actions themselves are gross, but it never looks or feels that way. All in all though, Grandma No is just a silly little game for silly little bears that lets you be as chaotic as you can possibly want to be and fart as much as you want. And I'm down for that, I really am. That's all I need in my life. But that is all I have time for today, Cubs. If you would like to be a farting grandma who can pass out on command, then please find the link to the game in the description below. And thank you once more to Super Rare Originals for the key. If you'd like to continue to support this bear here and everything that I do, please feel free to like this video, comment on what you like on your pizza, and subscribe. Also give me a follow over at twitch.tv/Annakuma for all your farting granny needs. I did play this game over there, but you might have noticed there is no VOD. In fact, lots of VODs are disappearing from this channel, and that is because I have a new VOD channel I'm not quite ready to announce to the world yet. But this VOD is still available, hopefully, depending on how fast I get this video out, on Twitch, and will be available on the new VOD channel soon. Hopefully. And that will be announced soon. Hopefully. Till next time though, thank you as always for watching, and bye-bye.